Testing, testing. Is the sound happening? Am I live? I'm alive. Okay, YouTube says I'm live. Why am I talking with an accent? I don't know. Guys, this is how you know it's been a while. Let me just see if I can test and see. You know what? We'll deal with the chat just now. What's happening, people? Welcome to the halftime with Vegeta. As you can see, it says the Vegeta and Banks Show, but there's only Vegeta. Timber's just a little bit busy. I just thought I'd get the stream started since we already pushed it back like 30 minutes. But not only am I back, not only are we back on the Banks and Vegeta show, I did say, I think either on my channel, the last time I streamed, or on the Football Power Hour if you subscribed. If you're not, why? You're a 007 agent, you should do that. When I come back, there would be a small but important change on the channel. And that small but important change, wait, where is it? It's there. See that logo over there, guys? Over there. That logo means that your channel, our channel, has a partner. Yes, people. This video is brought to you in partnership with Purple Ostrich Media. Their link is in the description video. They are a media company that is supporting local content creators in South Africa. In my case, they're making all of this happen. The graphics. I was like, guys, imagine what I could do with, what do they call it? Canva Pro. And Purple Ostrich said, say less, bro. We got you. Here's Canva Pro for you, my bro. Go crazy. Now I can access all the templates I need. I don't have to look for the free ones. I can use the pro ones. And it's all thanks to Purple Ostrich. So people, please, if you want to support the channel, of course, like the video, subscribe. But please check out Purple Ostrich Media's Instagram. Follow them, people. Please. They are helping us young, up-and-coming, small YouTube peoples from South Africa. As you can see, the road to 1K is very long. But thank you, Purple Ostrich Media. Shout out to you. Now, shout out to you, my bro, Kenny Fan TV. Some people might say that intro sounded a little bit like you, like my battery was depleted. But it's been a long week. We're almost at the weekend. Some people, for South Africa, for some people, it's already the weekend because tomorrow's a public holiday. For me, well, it's not. But we're almost there. Friday's around the corner. Friday's around the corner. My Streamlabs is working. Fantastic. Shout out to you, Kenny. Why do I think this would be bigger for some reason? Hey, let's pick this big. People, if you see that my camera is small, is because originally this layout was for 2 people. And then my co-host is not here, but Temba will let me know when he's ready. I'll bring him. Oh, he's here. He's here. Let me actually fix. Let me get ready. I'm sure he's shocked that this video is in partnership with, because I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him that Purple Ostrich is partnering with the channel. But anyway, let me get his video in, and then I'll get his thoughts. Give me 2 seconds, people. Let us see. Where is co-host? I need co-host. Show me co-host. Hey guys, let me tell you something. When you start something, don't go on holiday, because when you come back, all of a sudden you don't know how things work. You don't know. Hey, why is this thing not working now? You see? There we are. There we are. Man, like Timber. Why is he so zoomed in? What did I do? Hey, you know me. Icon. I will fix after. We need to get started with this show. What did I do to? I feel like I zoomed in too much to Temba. Let me actually get the sound so that Temba can tell me what's going on. Temba, are you on mute? Unmute yourself, brother. You're on mute. Before I can bring you in. no, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me fine in the studio in the back? Huh. Ah, there's Temba. Temba maybe will help me to bring his camera back, but without further ado, people, let me bring in my co-host. Now there's two of us.
Yeah, bro.
But I just need to fix this. I think I zoomed it in the last time because of your graphics. I think that's what happened.
Oh, really? So you just have to just click fit to stream.
How do I
Stream.
fix this now? Because before it used to show just your camera properly, the way it's supposed to be.
So you're using Streamlab now?
No. I'm on OBS.
Yeah, it's simple. All you just need to just do is just click on the video and just right click, then fit to screen.
Fit to
Automatically it does that.
So if I right click on your video screen, where is it now? Look at this thing. It says scale to window. What the hell? No.
Let me see something real quick.
Wait. Let me change my settings. Maybe that's the problem here.
Let me change my camera first. Is it better?
Because you see, on the preview of the camera, I can see you perfectly, 100%. But if you
Okay.
see what I'm doing, if you open YouTube, why is Kenny saying the stadium in the background looks like a stripper club now? Kenny, come on. I tried to say that people are going to our stadium in 5 years. We are going to the strip club. Come on, Kenny, man. Give us a chance. I think it's
That's what it
growing
is,
on me,
man.
Kenny. I think it's growing on me.
That is what that is what it is, man. Like it's the theater circus. I've already call it the clown. My God, like the names they were giving to that stadium, man. You guys don't want to just make your stadium look that way. It's going to be a disgrace, man, if you guys try it, honestly. So like you guys don't seem to just. I know they just that is actually an AI draft of the stadium, not the actual stadium.
Yeah, but
So
they had models of it because the Man United YouTube channel had an interview with the company people who are working on the actual plans for the stadium. They were explaining why they built it or designed it the way they did, what the idea is. It actually looks proper when you look at the model. I won't lie. The picture doesn't do justice. When you look at the actual 3D models that they've created, in architecture, they always create like miniature versions of whatever they're trying to build. But anyway, we'll get to that, bro. Welcome, Mr. Banks. How are you doing, sir?
bro, man, I'm fine, man. Honestly, it's nice to be on this show again. Like it's been a while, man. It's
It's been
been
too
like
long,
forever.
bro. You know what it is?
You know.
When United stresses you, bro, you feel like not even. You know what? It's not even United. Let me not blame the club. I blame the fans. I blame the
Okay.
fans.
What?
I needed a break from the fans, bro. But then during my break, I had to realize I can't take people too serious because I'll go crazy. I just need to
What?
laugh because you were on Mark's channel last night, right? And
Yeah.
bro, I was being attacked for laughing in the chat. I was like, "Yo, what is wrong with United fans, bro? I can't even laugh now." Mark was saying Isak is not as good as Rasmus. Am I supposed to not laugh? That's funny to me, bro. You say that Rasmus is a better striker than Isak. It's funny to me.
Man, my God.
But hey, I was told I
My
don't have ball
God.
knowledge, bro. But yeah, bro. I got a
That
channel
was
sponsor
crazy,
now.
man.
So I've got Canva Pro because of these people. So now I've got access to
Wow.
everything in Canva.
Bro. That's nice, man. That's nice. That is nice, man.
Imagine,
I
bro.
will check it. I will check it out as even, man. I will check it out before I trash media.
Me with my
So
90 with my 90
what do they do
subscribers.
actually? What do
No,
they
so
do?
like they like they support a lot of like I don't want to just say content people because you'll see on their page there's comedians, there's filmmakers, actors. So basically they base their vision. When I spoke to the founder, he was basically explaining that he kind of wants to help young talent, become successful, make it a business, be make money out of this, support young talent, get out there, in South Africa. So they based in South Africa, the media house, and it's actually pretty dope to see what they're doing.
Wow.
because they're also sponsoring a few other people that do other kind of content that I actually happen to know. So yeah, they offered, man. They said, look, if you need support with this, it's not a big deal, you know, just let's partner. Let's be a partner. I said, cool.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Purple Ostrich is partnering with my channel. So from now on, you guys are gonna see the logo. I'm gonna find a way to put their QR code on my actual templates, so that in the future people can just scan that with their phones, and then you can follow them on Instagram. That's how you support me, guys. Basically, you go to Instagram, you look for Purple Ostrich, or you click the link in the description, and basically my sponsor is happy. There we go.
Yeah. All right, that's a nice one, man. They are welcome to the family, man. It's a nice one.
Nice, man. But
So,
a lot has
happy for you,
happened.
bro.
A lot has happened since
Yeah,
we last spoke.
a lot, bro.
And the reason why
A
I'm
lot.
back, people, because I've been avoiding this YouTube thing. I'm tired. But the things I heard when Mark made his comeback, I said, "Oh my word, bro!" And it's not just
Oh,
Mark,
God.
mind you. And I want to start there. I want to
Yeah.
start with the Rasmus thing, because that's the first part of the title. Many YouTube channels have titles of Oshuman swap deal for Oshum. I mean, not yeah, Oshuman swap deal for Rasmus. Is Rasmus good enough? Should we sell Rasmus? And I'm actually quite surprised by some of the takes that people have, more so around Rasmus, the player, because especially when I was listening to you guys last night, it's like people are crucifying us for saying Rasmus is not good enough, and if we get the opportunity to sell him in the summer, it's a crime, for lack of a better word. It's a crime, and it was getting out of hand last night. I think Mark realized it, and that's why he ended that stream, because we were going too far now. The fact that we were saying, "Oh, Gyökeres is not a better, Isak is," I was like, guys, come on, come on. And then there was that other guy that's also linked to Man United that I don't know, from Frankfurt. I think he plays for.
Ticket.
Yes, and I was listening to you guys talk about how that kid doesn't even start for that team. He gets minutes here and there, and you're comparing him to a striker that gets all the minutes. It was very funny to me, bro. I mean, for me, even if you wanted to compare young strikers with Rasmus, Sheshko is doing better than him, in my opinion. Has been doing better than him.
Facts.
Mbappe at his age, who's for me the standard, was doing far better than him. I mean, he's a World Cup winner
Bro.
already at his age. So when we keep making excuses for Rasmus because of his age, it kind of gets ridiculous, because I'll even use our own examples. We had Wayne Rooney playing for us. We bought those guys based on potential. Ronaldo wasn't Ronaldo that we know today. It was potential. It's what the club at the time saw, and they took a chance on these guys, and those guys proved us to be right, with the potential. So when we say Rasmus is too young, what are we trying to say? I also feel like it's disrespectful to him to not criticize him for being poor, because a part of supporting is to criticize when people aren't doing their job. I think that's my opinion. Supporting doesn't just mean if they wear our shirt, we don't say bad things about them. As long as it's about their football, in my opinion, then they shouldn't be off limits. Rasmus has been rubbish this season. And the other argument, Timber, that I want to pick your brain about is the European conversation, because it seems like with Rasmus, we have a tendency of ignoring the league form and the cup forms, mind you. It's not just the league, it's also the cup form.
Yeah.
And we just focus on Europe, the competition, because he's had success there for one reason or another. And I'm like, is it a genuine argument to say he's got potential because of just Europe, when we're suffering in our bread and butter, which is the league? Because the truth of the matter is that if we fail against Lyon, we don't have European football, because we failed in the league. You get me?
Yeah.
The league is what gets us into these competitions. The league tells us how well we might do, even though the league is not the same as knockout football. But it gives you an idea of where your team is. So you don't look at cup competitions to judge your team. You always look at your league form. So when we ignore, do you think that Rasmus's supporters are being fair to us by saying, let's ignore the league and just focus on Europe? Because that is the one thing they always throw at us, is Europe.
No, one thing I would say is this, man, Vita. They look for every way possible to defend Rasmus, and if it asks for it to be for them to use a stat like what he does in Europe to make a conversation to defend him, they will do so. One thing is this, man. Like he was saying yesterday on the stream, I said, Mark, when you say this guy played 34 games, you make it seem as if he was starting every game. This guy was playing 5 minutes here, 2 minutes here, 15 minutes here. Because when you all those 34 games, guys,
Mm.
it's 1,802 minutes.
Damn,
Like
that's a lot.
when you say 34 games, it looks like 34 games. But when you look at the minutes, it was 1,802 minutes. He was not the main guy. He was always coming to the page, giving that time. Let's see what he can offer, what he can do on the page. And you could say to his best knowledge or to his power, he was actually doing what he can actually do. Because, first of all, he was not the main guy. He was just coming, let it not be as if I didn't give him game time. He was playing under Mauricio Pochettino, a team that had Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi.
Mm.
And when you look at everything that happened at when he was playing for PSG, you know for a fact that man, they didn't really take him serious. Pochettino himself, they didn't take Pochettino serious. How much more the players? And I said, Mark, if you want to be saying this, put everything into consideration. You are comparing a player that starts games, game in, game out, to a player that gets 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there.
Mm.
It doesn't make sense. It does not. What you want to do is use a player that is also starting games like Rasmus, and you made the perfect example. Benjamin Sesko, I think, is the best way to compare Rasmus.
Yeah, it's his peer.
I don't want to talk about Haaland.
Yeah.
Haaland is ahead. Mbappe is ahead. Or even Lukaku at this guy's age was bullying players, man. Lukaku at this guy's age was a top striker. So that's the fact. So when I get people talking about Sesko, yeah, talking about Rasmus, is Rasmus better than Eketike, better than Isaac? I don't understand. Even Jonathan David is crap. I was like, but bro, you can't be saying that. Like this guy plays for Lily, and
Mm.
there's no season Jonathan David does not score 12 or more goals in that league. Be it penalty, because you're like, no, what's the damn penalty? Bro, penalty is not easy to score.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have that conversation. After seeing Vinicius Jr. almost give me an heart attack, penalty is not easy to score. So even though he's putting the penalty in the back of the net, it is something, it's a goal. Bruno has how many goals? Most of them is what? Penalty as well. Mo
Mm.
Salah this season, how many goals does Mo Salah has? Most of them are penalty as well. And people are talking about him winning Ballon d'Or. So now all of a sudden now, Jonathan David, because his cost penalty is crap. That guy have never played for Lille, and that season ends, he does not have more than 20 something goals in a season. Like it guarantees you that much goals. Hojlund came into the club. How many goals? He scored 16 goals. And it is actually a disgrace that a player that have gone almost 20 games without a goal scores a goal against Leicester City, who we like everybody will actually bank on themselves to get a goal against.
Mm-hmm.
It goes and be doing those stupid celebration whereby you should just hang your head in shape, carry the ball, let's move on. Doing this
You know what it is, bro?
nonsense.
I think he doesn't score enough. So when he does get to score, he almost gets excited.
And all these defensive people are defending this guy, man. It's just the standard of the club day by day going into the mud. Because we have seen strikers whereby we criticize them, whereby when you look at Hoyland and you look at those strikers we were talking about, they are crap.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, those guys will start right now. Makeda came in against Aston Villa, scored 2 goals, and I never hear his name anymore. In this era, my mind, this guy will be on the bench. Rasmus will be on the bench. Makeda will just be like balling out.
Okay.
Is the standard
of the club that is diminishing day in, day out by the fan base. And this is caused by who? The Glazers and Inos. I said at some point, I was seeing people asking stupid question: is Bruno Fernandes a legend of the club? And I
Although,
was like, how? And somebody did a poll for that. Vegeta, it came out 52% of that fan base believe he is a legend. And I was like, do these guys understand that when you talk about a legend, we are talking about the likes of Paul Scholes, Roy Keane,
yeah.
Soyak. We're talking about Peter Schmeichel, Nemanja Vidic. These are the guys, Cristiano Ronaldo, David Beckham. These are people we're talking about. And people somehow believe Bruno Fernandes is a legend of United. I said, please, I want to know where is the Champions League? Where is the Premiership? I want to see it. Because if there's a way I rate legend of a club, I
Yeah.
rate it by like what you have done for us. I'm sorry, you don't get GA here and you win Carabao Cup and FA Cup, then you think it's the best for you to be a legend of the club.
So
If you ask me, is he a great player of the club? Yes, he is. But I'm sorry, he's nowhere near a legend. Nowhere near. Even Rob Van Persie, that won a premiership, for me, is not a legend of the club. He's not. But based on the fact that you win premiership, he is. Because why I said he's not, because he played how many seasons at the club? I think he played 2 seasons at United. And all of a sudden, people believes he's a legend of the club. And for me, it's actually a disgrace. So, what brings about this thing of Rasmus Hojlund? I just think it's first of all, it's this thing they call fan base that loves supporting a player, that likes a player, and because you like the player, no matter what is happening or whatever the player is doing, you don't get to see that it's wrong in your mind. Everything is right, everything is correct in your mind. So for me, I think that was a very is a stupid statement to actually make. Comparing his Rasmus to Isaac, comparing him to Jonathan David, comparing to Eketike. Benjamin Sesko is doing well. He played at Salzburg. He was banging the goals, getting the guy banging the goals. He left Salzburg, went to Leipzig, got to Leipzig, was still doing the same thing, banging the goals. Eketike at PSG, he was not the main guy. He was getting 5 minutes, 10 minutes here. He has gone to a club whereby he plays steady. They give him the opportunity. And what is happening? He's banging in the goals as well. So using that as a criteria for me was kind of like it's an excuse, looking for a way to just back and support Rasmus. That no, the team is at fault. Is the team's problem why the guy is not scoring goals?
it's very interesting you say that, Tema, because and it's not like, look, I'm not just basing it on your guys' conversation yesterday. It's literally what I've been hearing consistently on other United fan based channels or football channels when they've been people who are defending Rasmus. They say he hasn't gotten enough chances created for him. So in other words, it's the fault of your Amad Diallos, your Garnachos, and Bruno, who are the creators of supposed to be the creators, that this guy is not scoring because they're not creating chances for him. But then
Mm-hmm.
I say, guys, our criticism, me personally, it's not just about GA because if you wanna just look at GA, you're never gonna get the full picture. We watch football, bro. Some things
Yeah.
go beyond scoring a goal or not. It's the performance of the player. And one of my biggest criticisms is if this guy is a number 9, let's forget a good number 9 or world class, just a number 9. Why is he not making number 9 runs? Like, what attributes of a number 9 is he showing for people to defend him the way they did? Because for me personally, I feel like it was such a pointless conversation. People wasted streams and airtime. Like for me personally, this kid, and it's funny because it's the same people who had so much energy for Xerxes 3 games into
Yeah.
the season that I'm seeing having this conversation about Rasmus shouldn't be sold. If we sell him, we'll regret it, which is another point I want to tackle. Like, we can't live like that. But anyway, the whole blaming Bruno and other guys who creating the team for this guy's lack of goals. I'm like, guys, do you understand that last year when we had Scott, A midfielder was making striker runs, but Rasmus can't
Yeah.
even do that. And that's just the basics. This is stuff that you get taught. Look at Cheeto. Cheeto makes runs. The kid hasn't scored yet, but he's moving in such a way that chances we can create you chances, bro, because you're doing what a
Yeah.
number 9 is supposed to be doing. You can't be fighting with people, and people say it's on the manager now because we can't blame. And this is why I asked in the chat yesterday:
The manager, man, is
are we
crazy,
not
man.
going to give responsibility to Rasmus to a degree for his own performances? Why are we blaming Ahmad who's injured? Because there's no more Ahmad now. Why are you
Yeah.
blaming Bruno who scored a hat trick the other night?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you blaming Garnacho who also is doing his own business this year? Maybe he's not the best, but Rasmus is also. I mean, Garnacho's been
He has
contributing
been
this
better.
season. You get me? So
Yeah, he has been better.
why are we
He has been better.
blaming why are we blaming people who are doing their jobs, even in this bad team, for somebody not doing their
Mhm.
job? Can you imagine if I was being blamed for my colleague not doing their job, even when I can't even give them a through ball timber because they're not even showing up? You get me? They can't
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
show up to work. I'm not saying that Rasmus is not showing up to work,
Yeah.
but if you're not making runs, bro, if most of the
The
time
runs, yeah.
you are fighting with people or in the wrong position. I mean, there's that one game we criticized him for where what's his name? Ganacho was making cutbacks, bro, for him. And you and I said, huh, Ganacho is not doing this thing of trying to score anymore. He's trying to find somebody in the
Yeah.
box. But the person he's
Mhm.
meant to be finding
He's
is
not
not
there.
in the right position.
Like because it makes no sense. Because that game against I've forgotten which game who they were playing, whereby he made about 6 passes, cut back, whereby if there was a player there, I'm sorry, that six among those six, I'm sure they would have scored at least two or three, and it was not there.
Yeah.
Then now the guy decides to cut, and I will shoot, and people want to say, "Nah, you're crazy. Use this, you that." But guys, this guy have been cutting the ball back. He did it one, two, three, four, five, six. Nobody was there. So what about I tried to score myself? And this thing of chances not being created for Rasmus, for me, it is nonsense. Because we saw it against Fulham. That Fulham game showed me everything about Rasmus. It just exposed this nonsense people talk about Rasmus.
Mm.
You have a player who is 17 years old, Chido Obi. He came into that game, and this guy came in, he had more shots, he had more attempts on goal than somebody that started the game.
Mm.
In the few minutes he was in, it doesn't make sense, but like because he's there, he's making those tackles, making those runs, they can actually physically see him that yes, he's there. Let me pass him the ball. But with Rasmus, there's nothing like that. And he will say they don't create chances. Ahmad does not create chances.
Yeah.
Dalo does not create chances. I made an example. I said, Mark, relax. I watched the game Liverpool, whereby Dalo, if there was nothing Dalo did in that game, that cross he made with his left foot, whereby for me, I think that was the best. Like that is the best I've seen him cross from his weak foot
Mm.
to Hojlund. What was Hojlund doing? Hojlund was behind, going, making a run behind Van Dijk. So Van Dijk is an invisible man. The ball was going to pass Van Dijk and go meeting behind Van Dijk's back. So what do you call that? You make yourself look a prat
Mm.
trying to defend something that is not defendable. I'm sorry, man. That guy needs to go on loan. It's high time people need to just understand that no, man, we made a mistake by bringing in this youth, this kid,
Mm.
to come and be the main guy of our club. We made a mistake. Okay, let's correct it. Bro, go on loan, or bro, we'll sell you 40 million. Well, let's cut our losses and see what we can do with the money. But
Yeah. I agree.
coming
I
to
agree with you, bro.
deflect and say, no, man, it's the team. I'm sorry, man. You cannot do that. You can as we know that yes, it takes a team to win a game. We also know that if you're not available, you're not making the runs. They don't see you. So why must I pass to somebody I'm not even seeing? He makes the wrong runs. He positions himself in the bad way. Because, like you mentioned, because Scott McTominay, before he left for United, scored more goals, being in the box 18, whereby there was a striker there. Scott McTominay was scoring the goal ahead of the main guy.
Just by
Why?
movement,
Because
bro.
he knows how to make the movements, he knows how to position himself, make the run and everything. And that's the fact. Sometimes there are things where you don't need somebody to tell you. You see them for yourself. You
But
look at it
but
and be
also
like, yes, this is what it is. This is what it is.
Temper, like the argument of development, because that's another thing. He's young. We're developing him. What aspect of the game are we gonna be responsible for developing at his age? Because what are football academies for? Is what I'm starting to ask. Because there are certain what Scott was doing. He learned at an academy level because at some point he started out as a striker, right? So they taught
Yeah,
him
yeah.
how to move, how to strike the ball. Because the one thing you can't take away from Rasmus is how he scores. He's good. He's almost clinical when he does actually take a shot, right? So those are things that I would like to believe. Even like Chido, we didn't. When did Ruben teach Chido how to make runs? If we're going
I
to
know.
make a pair with a pair comparison, when did we develop Chido making runs? Arsenal taught Chido to make runs in the academy. So
Yeah.
did Rasmus not learn at his academy? And then is it then our responsibility? Are we supposed to teach you the basics of football at men's football level? Because I don't think
Just imagine.
those are things we can teach you personally. I think what we can
Yeah.
improve is your clinicalness. Maybe it's your how you work with your current teammates, how you mature your game, how you maybe we develop not mentality per se, but leadership. People groom you to say in certain situations this is how you deal with it, because that's what you will get from experience. Like school won't teach you. It's like school can teach you 1+1, but when you have to do financial maths, it's part of life. It's experience. You will learn it when you do it. University can teach you the basics of whatever qualification you're trying to get, but work will always teach you the reality of things, of when mistakes happen. So we can't teach you what the textbook was supposed to teach you, is what I'm trying to say. You were
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah.
graduate. You came here with a degree. Now you want us to teach you your things from your degree, is what I'm hearing. Because people keep
Yeah.
saying development, we're developing, we're developing. Who's developing Heaven, dude? That kid. Who taught Heaven how to be
Man.
composed and to
Bro,
pass the
man.
ball? You get what
Man,
I'm saying?
that kid plays football, man. Evan, I'm sorry, man. Like I haven't said it on the stream, but somebody said something about Evan and Lenny Euro, and I said, no, man, that is just fallacy. I don't believe it.
Hmm.
But later when I watched him play against Arsenal, because the first thing I brought it up, said to him, Haven has more higher ceiling than Lenny Euro, and we all rubbished that conversation. But later, looking at what Avin did, like, I'm sorry, I don't think it's easy for you to play against your team. The manager throws you in against your former team,
Mm.
and you go in there and do the business, get the job
Bro, he did a
done.
good job, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit worried about these Arsenal people that we're buying, because the one thing I commend Arsenal for is their ability to develop youthful players and to integrate them into the first team. I look at Saka as an example, and I'm like,
Mhm.
why would you look at United, who are in 15th, and look at Saka's story and think we're the better choice? And I was a little bit worried, but these kids are good, bro. And
Yeah,
to if you play good, bro, you don't have to bring up your age, and it's not even just playing good in terms of GA. If you're just doing the right thing consistently, which you should know how to do, all we're trying to teach you is how to integrate into the system. Because guys, you want Ruben to take a player and say,
Mhm.
if you want to hold the ball up, you must do this, guys. If you need to make a run, you must do this. No, dude. But there are things like Ronaldo will say, I developed certain things over the years, weapons to say, if players are marking me out of the game because I'm Ronaldo, okay, this is how I can approach that. That we can teach you, because those are things that you only get from experience. But we can't
Yeah,
teach you how to trap a ball, how to shoot a ball, how to look around and see, okay, Bruno's here, I must be here. We can't, bro, because then I'm like, what a football. Why would I send my son to a football academy if he can just pick up football at the age of 20. Because that's what people
Yeah.
are making it sound like. And that's why I'm like, to a degree, United fans who are supporting Rasmus do him a disservice by babying him. Like by saying, no guys, he's a baby, man. Treat him like an egg. Because look at Zexi. Zexi didn't get this cuddle treatment. He got booed. People wanted to sell him after the third game.
Bro.
And
And that was bad.
what did Zexi do? Zexi said, "I'm not leaving because there was rumors of January." He said, "No,
Juventus.
I'm not leaving.
Mhm.
I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna do my best." He's not the finished article by any means, but I can see his contribution to the team
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
game again, because statistics don't always tell a full story. And people always like you cannot watch a game and then you see 4-0 and you assume your team played good. And then you watch the game and you're like, oh wait, the other team was just terrible. That's how we got 4 goals. It wasn't that we were
Yeah.
good. So sometimes you have
Yeah.
to assess, yes, the goals. Rasmus has to score goals. He's a striker. That's GA. Goals win matches. That's true. But besides his goals, in that 90 minutes, what are we seeing from him that we can trust him, even as a second, as a backup? And I thought about this in traffic, Timber. When you said loan him, I said maybe that's the happy medium, because you've got fans that are saying keep him, and then you've got fans that are saying sell him. Maybe the middle ground is to say, no, guys, let's loan him. Let's give him the Victor Gyökeres treatment, championship.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
to champion, or maybe go back to Bologna and develop your game in Italy. Because I don't think this whole Premier League is nonsense. If you're good, you're good. Okay, it's
Yeah.
nonsense.
Facts.
I know
Facts.
sometimes good players fail in other leagues, but for the most part, dude, if you're good, you're good. There's no such thing as, oh, I made it in La Liga, therefore Premier League is rubbish, or I failed in Premier League, but I'm good in. No, if you are good, you're good.
You're
That's
good.
that's just the reality. So maybe Rasmus has to go develop his game, because I looked at him and I'm like, Chief, why are you wearing number 9? First of all, nobody forced you. You didn't have to take that number. Number 9 and number 7 shouldn't have been assigned, in my opinion, at this club. You could have just said,
Facts. Facts.
put them on the side. When people who show the signs of doing that, and when I say show the signs, if you're gonna wear number 9, at least give me number 9 numbers for 2 or 3 seasons, and then we give you the number. How about that? Score 18 goals,
Facts.
throw
Facts.
10 assists here. I don't think that's unreasonable. I mean, look at your Isaacs in this league. I mean,
Yeah.
Mark was even berating Mateta yesterday. I'm like, guys, and it's not just him. I'm like, guys, are you serious? That guy
Ha.
came and dunked on us, Mateta, this season. This season. Not
I
long
don't
ago.
understand, man. So why? That was weird, man.
So, and somebody said
All in
something
the name of
key.
trying to defend Rasmus.
We're saying weird
and-
things, bro. People are saying
Honestly,
crazy things.
weird
That's why I'm like,
things.
when I joined the call or the videos yesterday, I said, guys, I don't like Rasmus, but do you guys need an hour segment for us to discuss this that we can see with our Rasmus is not good. Whether the selling or keeping part maybe is worth a conversation, because it's not black and white to just say sell him. I would sell him personally. That's just me. But maybe we can have a conversation as to why I would sell him or why I would keep him or why. But to defend him as his performances this season by telling me about Champions League, yeah, he scored 5 goals in the champion. Shut up, dude.
Champions League, man.
Are we going to win a Champions League? So why are you bringing Champions League? We're talking about the league. What has he done in the Premier League, goal-wise, performance-wise, for Man United? Nothing. He's been bad. So when people tell you Rasmus has been bad this season, don't bring up Europa, because that's one competition. What about EFL? What about FA Cup? And what about the league? That's 3 other competitions he participated in. So you're gonna ignore all of this and take Europe and say we are crazy. We're not crazy. We've got eyes.
We don't know what they're talking about.
I'm not.
Yeah, we have that eyes. We can see.
Temba, I don't
You
have
can see.
coaching badges. I don't. Guys, listen to me. My word is not gospel. Because that's another thing that people, they say, oh, you think you're better. You think you want to be right. And I'm like, that's your problem. And Mark, he snitched on himself. He said, you must bring this guy from Frankfurt so he can flop. I'll be there. I'll prove. It's not about that, guys. Stop this thing of I was right. Because
Yeah.
me, they pulled receipts when I said United would be first this season. Look at us, we are 13th. I said first. I'm wrong, Temba. I was wrong about my prediction of the club. It's not about
Oh,
being right.
yes.
It's not.
Yeah.
Do you honestly believe that I want Rasmus to flop as a United fan? Why? So I can be right and say, I told you about Rasmus. I said he's
It's crazy,
nonsense.
man. It's crazy, man.
It
It's
does
crazy.
nothing for
Because
this club,
yeah,
bro.
it does not. It
It
does not
does
because
nothing,
at,
bro.
at the end of the day, if Rasmus now wakes up now from tomorrow, from probably after the national break, start banging the goals, score here any game, score two, yeah, 1, 3, 2,
Bro,
1, you'll be happy.
bro,
You'll be happy. And yes, you might be saying it's not good enough, sell him, but now you're seeing him getting goals, brace here, 1 year, 1 year, 2 year. You be like, come on, man. It seems I was kind of wrong. I have to be patient with this dude. But he's not doing so. 19 games, like 19. 19, it's a lot. 19. Do you know how many games is 19 games?
bro. But
And
they say
it's not
it's
like
our
that
fault.
19
Temba, it's
is
our
five
fault.
minutes. He's starting games.
But it's our fault, bro, because we didn't buy a backup striker. And I'm like, I hear it, but it doesn't mean you don't get to perform, in my opinion. Just because we didn't buy Gyökeres or whoever you want, that we
Mhm.
write off the season and say, oh, Rasmus, it's okay, bro, do whatever. Because if you do that, it means, one, there's no accountability for this man's performance. But then, who's going to score the goals, bro? You chose to wear number 9. You said you're number 9. You're the one who's doing
Yeah.
this to people, right? You're the gladiator.
Number 9.
You can't execute. You know why Ronaldo's celebrations are legendary, besides him being Ronaldo, obviously, right?
Yeah.
When that guy scores a hat-trick and he does this,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's backing it up, bro. He scored a hat-trick. And you know what's crazy, bro?
Man.
I said, y'all are blaming Bruno, because that's what you're doing. You're saying the creators are not creating. Bruno, who's been
Yeah.
carrying us, you're blaming him for this guy's performance. Do you understand how crazy that is?
Even me myself, that always like, talk about Bruno, man. At some point, I'm like, no, man. Let me just chill out, man. Relax, bro. Because now I wouldn't say he was proving wrong, but it would be foolish for me to see Bruno what he's doing and still be saying, nah, he's crap, he's not good enough, he's not this. It will be stupid because now he's scoring goals, he's creating chances, giving assists. So why do I think I still need to criticize the player?
To be
Because
right.
he's doing the basic.
To be right, Temba.
I don't.
You have to
I don't want
criticize
be
him to be right, essentially.
It will not be a bad call by I say no, Bruno is not good enough. Yeah, but he's getting the goals, getting the whatever. Yes, like I said, I always say he's not the kind of a 10 United needs. But when I say it, people don't understand what I'm saying. They make it seem as if I'm saying it's crap. It's not crap. It's not just the 10 that would play the way Amorim wants to play. Like for me, I don't think I think Amorim right now is just tweaking this system just get results. Because I have not seen it in full that this is where I want to play.
But
But
that's
the
fair,
honest
bro.
truth is that
Yeah, that's fair because
fair.
some people said maybe he's just now figuring out how to use Rasmus. That's fine. But don't dismiss us when we say he's had a bad season. And when
Yes.
there are people who, like me, who say because of this or what we are seeing, sell him because he's not doing anything for me. But don't tell people about Europe when they're trying to say, dude, let's look at his performances. Has he been
Europe.
good? No, but
They
he's
start
better than
asking
Isak.
Europe.
What are you talking
In
about,
Europe.
bro? You
In Europe.
now we're saying weird things to defend this guy. And what are you protecting him from? Because he needs criticism. He needs to know what he's doing wrong to be better. Imagine being a parent and your child is doing nonsense and you're like, oh, no, my baby, he's fine.
Yeah.
You have to fix. Even if he'll be
Fix.
good, fix him. If he's gonna stay,
And if he cannot take criticism, because what is that? He needs to understand that he plays for one of the biggest clubs in the world. Because it seems people think because United are 15, I'll be 13th right now on the table, of the Premiership, means that they are crap. They're not. United are still bigger than Chelsea, Arsenal, bigger than even the club that are ahead of them. They are bigger than them in the history books, both football wise commercial value, brand wise, in every aspect. So because they are 14th or 13th right now, does not mean we cannot look at Rasmus and criticize Rasmus. Rasmus, we can criticize you because you play for one of the biggest clubs in the world. So if you're
Mm.
not giving the number, like it's a privilege for you to be here.
Yeah.
Because I said I saw Madrid fan base booed Ronaldo when he went 15 games without scoring a goal. 15. The game he was playing, I think it was against Malaga, they were booing him. They were booing in the first half. They booed him till the first half ended. In the second half, man came in and scored 4 goals. The same fans that was booing him also start chanting his name again. And that is what it is.
But besides that, Timber, I feel like if we're gonna do this YouTube thing, people need to be willing to have conversations. I'm not saying I'm right.
Yeah.
Bots in the channel and the chat and Stephanie think he'll turn it around, and I'm like, maybe you guys are right. I don't have the right to tell you that you're wrong, just because
Yeah.
I don't rate Hoyland. That my personal opinion shouldn't allow me to not let you have an opinion. So that's
Yeah.
the issue I'm seeing, is that whenever a person has an opinion on Rasmus that's not their opinion, your ball knowledge is wrong, or they cut people off. And I'm like, guys, I'm not saying boo him, even though that happens. I'm saying let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking. I'm saying what we are seeing with our two eyes, because in these conversations that we have, I have to substantiate why I say he's not gonna make it. I have to give you reasons. I have to say he's not making the right runs. The basics, he's just not getting the basics right, and I can even give you examples of those basics. That's why I have this position. In the same way, you must come and tell me in a sensible way why you think he can turn it around. What do you see? Somebody pointed out his finishing. I said, okay, fair enough. He's not supposed to be number one. Okay, maybe if we get a backup striker, you say loan to take the pressure off. But give me something. Don't just say ball knowledge or say he's better than another player that is performing better than him, or tell me that I'm crazy for seeing with my
I
own
don't
two
understand.
eyes
I
what
don't
I'm seeing.
understand.
Bruh, I'm not blind. I've got 20/20 vision. I can see on the pitch
Yeah. Yeah.
what this guy is doing.
That conversation yesterday was just crazy because he was talking about Ekitike. He was talking about Ekitike. I said, but what's the point? Because he's having a bad season. You could also say Ekitike had a bad season at PSG.
Mm.
But right now that he's playing well, the numbers he has had beaten. He has beaten Rasmus Hojlund, better like the prime Rasmus Hojlund. The stats this guy has have surpassed it. So what is the conversation for me? I would say, like Papi said he will turn it around,
Mm.
and it does happen. It does happen, whereby we will see a player flop here and there and there. The next thing, we were comparing these guys with Jackson, Nunes, and we were comparing them together. But you can't look Jackson this season and say, no man, he's the same guy we saw last season in his first season. And mind you, he's not a striker as well. He was a winger that is trying to adapt to be a striker. And yesterday, somebody was saying about them taking Nunes over Hoyland, and Mark was talking about their football knowledge is dead. But he does not understand that. Like, I would take Nunes as well. Why would I take Nunes? Nunes is a player by he does not offer you goals. Yes, he might be wasteful in front of goals, but his work rate, what he brings into the game, is something whereby if you have that alone, it's enough. Yes, he might get his own chances and not score it, but he would always run around, make sure I'm getting goal here, I'm getting the ball here, I'm making these throws and everything. And for me, when I said it yesterday that this guy makes he makes terrible runs, his movement are bad. I don't blame the kid. I don't blame him at all. The people I'm blaming are the guys that went to Atalanta and gave 72 million pounds to Atalanta for a striker that only scored 9 goals coming from the bench.
Yeah, bro. I
Because
didn't bring his
you
price
see, he's a
tag
kid.
into this because he
He's a
doesn't
kid.
control that. He doesn't control the price
Yeah,
tag.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He doesn't control that. He doesn't control that. He's a kid. People say he's a kid. He's a kid. He's a kid. He's a kid. But the thing is, this man, and it's the fact. You don't sign a player for 72 million pounds, and he comes to the club and he's doing fuck all, and you think we should just fold our arm and keep kind and say, no, man, he's a kid. We spent 72 million pounds on this guy,
Maybe.
and
I
you
don't
say he's
know.
a kid.
Because Okay, just to round this off because I want to talk about other topics. My issue is
Yeah,
that what if we buy a Victor Osimhen, even though I don't think that's the right one, right?
it's
And
not.
and Victor performs. People are gonna turn around and say Victor is getting in the way of his development, which is also not a right thing to look at it that way because he's only gonna get better with competition because if he's got nothing to strive for, what incentive is there to be better? So I just feel like people need to be careful of babying Rasmus to the point where nobody should be there or whatever. Like at some point, you have to criticize him as much as you love him for
Mhm.
his own benefit. He not that he knows us. That's another thing. I think people they defend this guy like he's a relative, like he's gonna watch the video and then next week they'll be like, "You, you come to my house, you drink my water, but then you said I wouldn't make it." He doesn't know you at the end of the day.
Yeah. Mhm.
And it's not that deep, guys. It's YouTube. I don't know why people take this thing serious. People, hey, it was getting personal yesterday in the comments, Temba. I'm telling you, you guys were fighting each other on
Bro.
screen. I was
I-
fighting battles in the chat there that I didn't even understand why personally.
I said I was not having it, man. I was not having it, man. I said it, man. I don't have time to be talking crap, man.
Hey,
The
bro, a
truth
lot
is
of
the truth,
people
and
weren't
if
having
it's
it
not,
in
it's not.
yesterday's discussion. But
I
two
know, man.
questions for you before we move on to Liverpool. One is, would Bruno get into the midfielder, in your opinion? You're a Madrid fan.
Madrid fan, my midfield right now,
Yes.
he would not. Who is he benching?
Who's in your midfield right now?
Because I've got Valverde, Jubeliam, I've got Chalmeni, I've got Kamavinga. So
You reckon he
who
doesn't
does he get
bench
ahead?
Chouameni?
I also have Dani Ceballos right now because
Bro, are you saying
Chalmeni have been,
Bruno is better than Ceballos? I mean, Ceballos is better than Bruno.
bro. This season, go and watch. That kid is one of my best players this season. Say Dani Ceballos. If there's one player I never believed was going to, make it in Real Madrid, was that guy. He went on loan at
Ceballos.
Arsenal, came
Damn.
back. He had to
Yeah,
wait for his
that's what I'm
time. But this
surprised because
season,
at Arsenal he was not that great.
bro, this season he has been like it's. I was fuming when they took him out. Basically, he plays and you take him out, the team collapse. So for me, I don't see Bruno will get into my. He will not.
Okay, I
I
guess
don't want
that
to know how
answers this
people want to
question
spin
as
it. He
well.
will not.
Then you choose
It will
Bellingham,
not.
I'm assuming, this season.
Ah, come on, man. Oh, damn, man. One thing is this, man. Bruno is scoring goals, no doubt, and he has really impressed me. Like the way the last 3, 4, 5 games he has played, I've really loved the way he has played. I think Amorim have sat him down and told him, bro, I don't want to be seeing those your long passes. And if you're going to throw a long pass, make sure because that pass he gave against that he gave Rasmus against Leicester,
Hmm.
those are the kind of passes that wins you Ballon d'Or, doing it consistently that puts you in that conversation of Ballon d'Or. Those kind of passes, not all those passes whereby you throw and it doesn't get there. Those kind of passes he gave to Rasmus, that is what you call chance created. He gave him the ball, he put it in the back of the net, and that's it. But yet again, when it comes to Bellingham might not be scoring the goals this season, but that guy is very essential. He works a lot. He does a lot. Goes in there.
Look at this. Look
So
at
that, no, I'm telling you, man, Papi, there's no way Bruno will not get to my team. He will not bench Bellingham right now. He won't for me
But you know what's
because people
crazy?
people are forgetting something. It's not about since when. I'm talking about this season
Yeah.
because on a good day, if you ask me, I will tell you Bruno over. But I'm saying Danny Ceballos, due to the what he's doing this season in my club, like he's not another play. He's one of the important player. Go and check every magistration channel. They will tell you about Danny Ceballos. He's somebody by like I would rather have him play a game and Kamavinga stays on the bench. That is
Wow.
how I'm saying. That is how
Camavinga.
effective he has. I'm telling you, that is how effective that guy have been this season. When that guy was injured against Atletico Madrid, I was worried. I was worried.
Look,
I was really worried.
I don't
He
watch
was
Madrid enough.
he has been good this season.
I
On a
don't
good day,
watch
Kamavinga,
Madrid enough.
I don't play with Kamavinga. I don't play with that kid. But this season he has been shaky as well. It is just the last 2, 3 games he has been coming back to what he
He's
used to
normal
be.
form.
But Dani Ceballos this season have been very important for Madrid. Whereby he got injured, I was kind of worried, like, man, how am I going to survive against who? Atletico Madrid. But God so kind, Camavinga came back and looked like what we used to know. But if you ask me this season in my team, who would I take between Bruno and Denis Ceballos? I will take Denis Ceballos all day
No, but that's the
because
wrong midfielder, bro. We want Valverde. I hear what he's saying about Ceballos, but if you need
Denis Ceballos.
if you want a
Come on,
midfielder to partner Ugarte, Valverde is your man, bro. I'm telling you
Valverde
right
is who
now.
you want, man.
Valverde is who
Valverde
you want.
Or Camavinga.
But yeah, guys, like I said, this Rasmus thing, it's almost taking an hour of our time, and it's crazy, bro. I,
We won't allow it. We won't allow it.
I never want to hear this conversation again.
Vita, I want to ask you something, man, because this is
Yeah.
something where I saw trending online as well, and I have my son on it. I made a video as well on it.
Yeah.
You are a United fan. Me, I grew up watching the likes of Roy Keane, Paul Scholes,
Yeah.
Peter Schmeichel, Nemanja Vidic, Ferdinand,
Mm.
Saha, Roy Keane. Do you think Bruno is a legend of the club? That's the first question. And do you think this Bruno Fernandes goes into the Manchester United 11 of 204 and 205?
First question, I don't think he's a legend because as fantastic as his individual performances are, and they are, dude, like his numbers are up there with some of our legends, right? But like the game is not played on numbers, unfortunately. It's not just because I keep saying this to people. If you just look at the numbers, then you're gonna call people like Zinedine Zidane crap because they're not
Yeah.
putting in the GA of modern football players. But
Yeah.
their command of the game and their ability to dictate tempos and open up teams were second to none. I mean, those guys' ability, we don't see it anymore. That's why, to a degree, the game is boring now, if we're being honest. I mean,
True.
football
True.
isn't as entertaining as the early 2000s, early 2010s, I want to say. Because even in the early 2010s, you still had your Ozils playing, you still had Prime Di Maria playing, you still had Robin playing, Ribéry. So, because of that, and I'm looking at Bruno's overall performance, and maybe what do they call it? I test merchant. I don't think as an overall package, based on what I'm comparing him to, multiple Champions League winners, multiple league winners, these people achieved greatness at this club. And it's not Bruno's fault alone. But it's just like when we get to the Mo Salah conversation, Mo Salah can't win Ballon d'Or with just the league. It's impossible. Like you need
True.
other accolades to. I would say maybe he's a hero, bro, because in this rubbish period of United, I feel like in the post Fergie era, he's been the one player that it's a shame he's playing in this era, in my opinion, because he tries hard, he plays his heart out, he delivers numbers wise. So you're getting most of the time you're getting consistent performances from Bruno, in my opinion. Like as much as I don't like the Hollywood passing thing, when I need a goal, it's Bruno who shows up. When I need an assist for somebody who isn't scoring, it's Bruno who shows up. Even in defense to a degree, it's Bruno. So I'd say he's a hero because think about it this way: people don't view Van Persie as a legend, and he's got a Premier League medal for us.
Yeah.
And that was the last time we won the league. Bruno doesn't even have that to his name. He's got the numbers without the accolades. So if Van Persie with his success for us isn't a legend but a hero, then I don't think it takes away from Bruno. I feel like I love Bruno. I think just like with Maguire, I've changed my mind about Bruno because I think I was very critical of him, but I love Bruno now for what he is, and I appreciate him because in the midst of criminals, I haven't forgotten them, those criminals. Bruno has almost been the only guy to vindicate his weekly wages. He earns his pay, he earns his money, you know.
Yeah, he has it.
And it's a team sport, unfortunately. Bruno can't drag a bunch of losers to do the right thing. They also have to show up. So no, he's not a legend. But what is the second question? Was it would he get into the squad, right? In 04?
Yeah.
I think at best he'll
205.
be on our bench because the midfields we had in Fergie's era, at any point in time. I mean, dude, like, is he gonna bench Paul Scholes? I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Like, who is he benching in our midfield at
He
that
would,
time?
and he would not bench Roy Keane either.
Because even if you want to talk
And
about,
clearly,
even if
he
you want to go
wouldn't
like
bench
into
Darren
later,
Fletcher as well.
yeah, even if you want to go into like later times, he's not benching Park. Because if you want to talk about work rate, nobody was as good as
Man,
Jason
man,
Park. He's not.
Jason Park,
You
bro,
get what I'm saying?
bro,
I think people mustn't forget the caliber of people playing at that time. Bruno's fantastic,
bro.
but there are
I want to just
people who
I want
this
to say
team
that
success
208
is
squad.
built on.
I want to say that 208 squad.
Bro,
Bro, Jason Park is like he will not bench Darren Fletcher even. He will
Temba, I
not.
don't know about those, but what I'm trying to say is even if you take Fletcher away, because the argument is would he start, right?
Yeah.
There's too many better players than him for him to start.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
that's not an unreasonable thing to say. And that's what I'm saying. For me personally, even if you want to take his industrialism, oh Bruno, he tracks back. I'm like, guys, Jason Park tracks back, score goals. Come on.
Jason Park, he was that guy was something else, man, bro.
Bruno
That
can't
guy was
ping.
that guy was Kante of those days, man. Kante of those days.
Bruno can't ping the ball like Paul Scholes. So he's not
Never.
benching Paul Scholes. Even Michael Carrick as a number 6 was a better midfielder than Bruno.
Mhm.
I'm just talking about these people beyond the GA because if we're gonna talk goals and assists, then Bruno starts any day because that guy gets goals. That one nobody can take away from Bruno. And also we're comparing errors, like I said, it's a shame because we never got to see Bruno in a functioning Man United underneath a successful coach. So maybe I don't know. I don't think so. I just think the people playing at that time play ahead of him. And it's not like it's a bad thing. People forget that we used to have a strong 22. It wasn't just the starting 11 that was strong. I mean, we could afford to rest people for Carabao and all of that because the people coming on were just as good. So to say, he's on the bench, no, Bruno would be good enough to help the success of our team. He would be there. I think you can put him in a Man United team somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Whether he's starting or not, I don't think so, bro. Because if we start taking off names, then you're going to start sounding like Isak is better. Rasmus is better than Isak. You're going to sound crazy, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
But let's move on to some topics, bro. There's a lot of topics. Like I said, it's been a while. It's going to be a long
I
time.
said somebody will take somebody said they will take Odegaard over Frank Lampard. So
Okay. This is how I know. In South Africa, there's something called nyaupe. You know nyaupe, Timber?
Yeah, bro. I know it, man. Yeah,
that's nyaupe takes. Because you see, the same people who said that told us that Odegaard is better than Bruno. And they saw for the first time, guys, don't take what I'm saying about Bruno with the 04 teams. Like Bruno is a great player. Do you understand that there was only one player in the last 6 years or so better than Bruno, and that's Kevin De Bruyne. Only one in this whole league. So don't ever underestimate Bruno is a fantastic player. That's why I said, as much as I got tired of his Hollywood passes, watching Bruno in this team, I'm like, no, man. The professionalism of this guy is why I love him. The fact that Roy Keane can say what he said and Bruno puts a hat trick, I'm like, yeah, that's a United player right there. It's not feeling sorry for myself. Bruno says, fair enough. Roy Keane wants stuff at this club. I value his feedback. That's what Bruno said. He said, they asked him about the Roy Keane thing. He said, yeah, but Roy Keane wants stuff with this club. So he's if he feels that way, it's fair. It's whatever. He's Roy Keane.
And
What am
that
I going to say?
answer he gave was the best, man. That answer he gave, because one thing is this, man. I think that question Bet asked was a very, very technical and smart question to ask. And the way Bruno answered it, I think, just indicates to you that he's actually a player that deserves to be playing for the club.
Yeah,
Yes, it might not really be, he might be playing with craps, but that answer he gave there, I think for me, was the best answer, the way he said
man,
it.
I'm going to miss
Because
that guy, bro.
he acknowledged the greatness, he acknowledged things they have actually done in the club. But yet again, he says If he feels that way, yeah, he's asked you to feel the way. Then I'm going to prove him wrong. And what did he do?
Proved him
Proved
wrong.
him wrong on the pitch. And
Imagine
that's how you sometimes you just
you shut people
whoever
up.
criticize you, you shove them up.
Yeah,
And
bro.
for the likes
You
of
perform.
schools have come outside to like okay back him sometimes, you know, and that's sometimes I think it's the good way to just put it.
Yeah, bro. Just
But
do your job, bro. Like damn. That's why I'm like with the whole Rasmus thing. I'm like, I stop telling us he's young. Maybe Rasmus must shut us up by scoring goals. Then we can stop saying he's young, and I can be wrong, and I
mhm,
can be happy.
yeah,
I wanna be wrong
yeah, I'll
about
be happy.
Rasmus. Please
Yeah.
let me be wrong. I will be so happy. You know, being wrong means we've got a positive goal score because Rasmus is
Yeah.
scoring goals.
Who cares? Who cares to be right? I want to
Bruh.
be wrong. Let me criticize and
May
be wrong.
God bless me being wrong. Please, I'll be happy.
Yeah, fact. So what are you going to say about what is Liverpool to Liverpool Vegeta? Because we saw Liverpool,
Liverpool.
they crash out in the Champions League to PSG,
I need to let me
and
fix my voice.
they lost the Carabao Cup
We're gonna win
as
the
well.
quadruple.
That
The quadruple, Demba. We're gonna win the quadruple. Okay, we're gonna win the league. I'm telling you, mate. We're gonna win the quadruple. These guys found a way to get kicked out of the Champions League. Hey, I guess winning in Paris is not for everyone. We did it. They got
Yeah.
kicked out, or they didn't win the EFL. Now, are they still in the FA Cup, guys? I think they're still in the FA Cup, right? Are they still
No,
there?
they're out.
Oh my!
They're
Even
out.
worse. So they went from
Plymouth.
quadruple. They went from quadruple to the league. We went from Mo Salah must win the Ballon d'Or, and this is another conversation I want to have because I'm tired of nonsense. People, even Man United fans, tried to tell me Mo Salah is the best African football player when we've got a Ballon d'Or winner on African continent. When we've got Yaya Toure and Didier Drogba who've won AFCON playing in the continent, who've won
And did
Champions
not win-
Leagues, who've won
They did
leagues.
not win. Well, they didn't win Ballon d'Or. They did not even go anywhere near.
And then they want to tell me because Mo Salah is getting GA, he's the best African football player of all time. You guys are on drugs, bro. This GA thing is messing with your brains. I'm serious. You guys think goals and assists. You understand that Yaya Toure came into this Premier League
Bro,
and
yeah,
bossed.
Toure.
He just said,
Bro.
is this the Premier League? Bro, Yaya Toure has to be... No, actually, my favorite African football player, outside of like Benny McCarthy, because Benny is my hero, bro. He's a South African hero. He's a South African player that has the Champions League. Do you understand? For a kid in South Africa, we can only dream about such things. That's why Benny is my hero. But when I'm
Benny.
talking about the best African football that I've watched play, not the guys I haven't watched play. For me, as much as I hated this guy, Drogba was a phenomenal striker.
Drogba was deadly, bro.
Drogba
was deadly.
clutch.
God.
You know, talk about a clutch football player, bro. When you need to be
Man.
rescued now.
Drogba.
And that celebration, the sliding, and then you see this. Bro, I love
Yeah.
that guy, bro. Drogba was so cool, bro.
Yo, man.
That guy was
Yeah,
such a cool
Drogba.
guy, bro. And then you want me, just because he does this and scores goals, he's the best African. Get out of here, bro. And those people who were saying Ballon d'Or, where were you when Hojlund, who has a treble, who broke
not
the
win Ballon
record
d'Or.
in the league,
Nah, man.
didn't win the Ballon d'Or?
Why
But you
was
want to
wrong,
give
man?
this man a Ballon d'Or, a PT Ballon d'Or, by the way. I want to point that out because
This is-
he's never going to get this close to the quadruple again. He'll never get close. In fact, he might not even sniff a Champions League after this. He might be playing
So
in the
now-
desert next year.
Would you say, because would you say Liverpool made a mistake not selling him, because they had an
Yes.
opportunity of
Did you see
selling,
the offer,
selling
bro?
him for 220
200 million.
220
Bro,
million.
that's why I'm like, fans are also crackheads, bro. I
Yo.
love Bruno, but I guarantee you, if I hear tomorrow, bro, I'm even getting angry thinking about what Liverpool did. If I hear tomorrow, Saudi saying to me, 200 million for Bruno Fernandes. Now, is Bruno worth 200 million? Hell no. But I will take that 200 million and I will run, bro.
You drive him yourself.
He's a legend.
You
We
drive
need
him
Bruno.
yourself.
We'll suffer. Shut up. I will get a passport, my passport. I'm going to England. I'm picking up Bruno. I say, Bruno. You saw what Scott did. Scott said, "If me leaving is good for the club, I'll do it." Are you not?
Mhm.
Are you not? Do you not love us? You love us, Bruno. So do the right thing. We need the 200 million, bro. We broke. We need money, bro. Get out of here, bro. Only
Bro,
Liverpool can say
man.
we don't have money to spend because that's the reason why they sign nobody apparently in the summer, right? We don't have money to spend.
Mhm.
And then when somebody says yes, 200 million for one player,
Mhm.
and you say no, you guys should
Bro,
have been pressing him. Even if he doesn't want to go, you should have been like, come on, Salah. Okay, we'll put you under 21 then. Under 21? Well, go to
yeah,
the desert. They should have
yeah,
pressed him. 200 million. Now they will regret that one. Because apparently now their captain, Van Dijk, wants to go to PSG as well.
yeah. He's been with PSG as well.
So now
Already,
you
he's been
guys
with
are buying
PSG.
these people for money to get nothing for them. That's so Man
God.
United. Guys, don't repeat our... And like, why am I defending Liverpool? Repeat our mistakes. Come to 15. It's nice here. Come here.
You know what? And you know what is this, man? This season is bad. Like you could say that winning the Premiership, yes, we know, but in my own opinion, it's bad because they went from winning the quadruple to lose to be crashed out of
Everything.
two competition in a week, Champions League to PSG. And by the way, I was not surprised because PSG on both leg they were phenomenal. They played Liverpool hands down. Just that these guys, Allison was just on his very good
He
form,
came
saving
clutch. He was on
everything.
his David De Gea, bro.
Because I can tell you that game, the first leg could have ended 4-5-1.
Mm.
And that's honestly, they did not really look good. And now, the honest truth is this, Vegeta.
Yeah.
If they lose Van Dijk,
And
they
Mo Salah.
lose Mo Salah,
Next season.
and
Hey.
they lose Trent and Allison. Bro,
Trent, I forgot he's linked to Madrid. Oh.
bro, if they lose those guys, Trent, Allison, Van Dijk, and Mo Salah, people are not ready to see where Liverpool will end next season.
I need to do the Kenny. Look what we have here. Liverpool in their better era again.
Bro,
Join us, Liverpool. Because
it
I'm
will be
telling
good, man. It will be good. It will not be good.
Because
So
let me
for
tell you
some
something,
reason,
this season, the only reason why Liverpool is winning is not because Liverpool is good. It's because all
Mhm.
of us dropped the ball. All of us.
everybody.
So when everybody powers up and these people do nonsense, which they will do, I know these guys, they're going to sign one player and say, guys, we don't have money. Sorry. And then they're going to suffer. And then you're going to see if Slot is good or not. And they're going to be here with us, with me, Chelsea, and Liverpool. We'll be together next season. Don't worry. You'll see us there 8th, 7th, 10th together. Because also United fans, if you guys think we're going to jump from 13th to 4th next season, you guys are on crack. Unless Ruben pulls a rabbit, you're on crack. Prepare yourself for more pain, by the way. But Liverpool, quadruple, mate.
Yes.
Please, next year, please, I beg you, quadruple. We're gonna win the quadruple. Let's do it. I know my Scouse accent is garbage, but it's a quadruple. Quadruple, guys.
Vita.
Yeah.
Now, we also Kobe. You know, there was a time about Kobe. They were talking about Kobe. I know they were saying he wanted 200,000 pounds, and I
crazy.
remember that you and I were saying, I don't think that there's truth in that. We defend it the way we want to defend it. But of recent, it was said the agent said, asked, not even asked, he rejected the contract that was offered to him because he wanted to earn more money. And the figure that was said he was demanded was 150,000 pounds to 80,000 pounds a week.
Let me tell you something.
And like, what do you have to say about it, man?
Let me tell you something, Temper. Nobody is so generational that you're going to earn 150 after your first season. First of all, you have been nonsense this season. You had one good season and one bad season. So to think
Injury prone as well.
in your head you are worth, bruh. Are you Mbappe? Where's your World Cup? Maybe I missed your World Cup. Where's your World Cup? Wait, did we win the Premier League? Come on, Kobe, you've been crap this season. Okay, Alejandro Garnacho's contract is nowhere near that, and he's been more of a contributor than you. If you think you are irreplaceable, last time I heard Barcelona said Frankie's available for 50 million now. So
Hmm.
if you want to go earn more money, I'll go take Frankie now, today, and put him in your position as a box to box, because Frankie will play that
Mhm,
box to box very
mhm,
well.
mhm. Yeah.
But
I
also,
was going to ask you about that as well, because in my own opinion, when I saw that link about sorry for cutting you short, um about Frank de Jong, and I was asking, I said, don't this club learn?
they need to let it
Like,
go, bro.
I don't understand,
They need to
man.
let it go, bro. Like Frankie said
Let it
no.
go.
And also, Frankie's another one's gonna want like 300K. No, guys. There's another Kobe playing in the favelas right now. We can go get him in
Fact,
Brazil.
fact,
If you want
fact.
a young player to develop, go get a kid. Plus, selling Kobe Mino means it's pure profit. He's an academy player. What are we doing here? These kids
So
also
you
must stop smoking nyaupe. It's bad. Like,
you will sell him in the summer
yes,
if it means
yes,
you sell Kobe, you'll be able to sign a striker or an experienced midfielder.
my brother.
You get rid of him.
If this thing is true, if I found out somehow, because we're speculating, if I'm in the room and this thing is true, I'm gonna look at Sir Jim and say, my brother, you fire Ten Hag for doing nonsense. He's doing nonsense. Fire this guy,
Hmm.
Joe. Fire him.
Hmm.
This is nonsense. Because I don't care. You see this thing of Man United, bread and butter. You guys tried that nonsense with Rashford. Look at your lives.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Learn to move forward. We need to look at the nonsense and learn. We tried
Yeah.
with Rashford. We gave him 300. Look at our lives now.
Hmm.
At some stage, we need. You see, Ferguson was right to sell Pogba because
Hmm.
if you can't do what we need you to do at that age, because Pogba wasn't Pogba at that age, then go. Even if it's free, go.
Yeah.
We're not going to be prisoners because we are bad. Man United will still be Man United. We'll be here.
Yeah,
You
that's
will
the
find
fact,
us
man.
here
That's the
in the
fact.
league next season. Whether we are competing or not is a different story. You can move. You can ask Greenwood. You can move to France. You can move. Greenwood was a talented footballer we saw with our eyes, who we knew what he is capable of. We let him go. Of yeah, obviously there was shenanigans. He did stuff. But
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is, you're not going to be the first talent to leave, and you won't be the last. Okay, so don't
Hmm.
even try it.
Before we move on, Rashford breaking into the team and missing Greenwood
Mm,
breaking into the team.
mm.
Who do you think would have had a higher ceiling
It's Greenwood.
between Rashford
Greenwood, bro.
and Greenwood?
Greenwood.
No.
I said this during Greenwood's the breakout season, and people were saying, "Oh no, you're saying this because he's the brand new toy." I said, guys.
Yeah.
Rashford doesn't finish like this kid. Okay, you guys love Rashford for pace, power, and finishing. This
Yeah.
kid is Martial with Rashford's pace and power. Do you understand?
Yeah. Left hand.
That
Like,
kid's ceiling was
oof.
way. Greenwood is what people thought Rashford is in their head.
Mhm.
He's that good, in my opinion. Whether he realizes that ceiling is a different conversation. I don't know. We'll see. But
Yeah. I'm gonna see.
I think he had more potential as a graduate than Rashford,
Mm.
personally. I
So
mean,
what what
Welbeck is
what
a better graduate than Rashford, in my opinion.
what is on the paper to talk about? Because I've got here Julian Alvarez penalty against Real Madrid. People were talking about how
Oh,
they
you
were
mean
robbed.
the guy who did the 2 foot thing for Atletico? I mean, dude, we
Yeah.
saw we saw the replays, bro. Like, let's not do that, man. And there's also somebody showed like a similar incident in the Premier League where somebody took
Mares,
yeah,
Mitrovic,
there's a couple of examples,
same
man. Like,
thing.
people must stop acting like, you know what it is, Timber. Just like how we celebrated Liverpool getting knocked out, people are tired of seeing Madrid dominate. But I'm like, guys,
Mhm.
what does it say about our teams that even in their worst season, Madrid is still better than us?
Mhm.
You guys kept saying Premier League is better. Beat Madrid, beat them. Stop coming up with nonsense of
And prove it.
they stole the game. No, that guy did the wrong thing. They turned it over. It's the right thing. It's not like he's the first person to do that thing, like I said.
It's
But
not.
if Madrid wasn't supposed to win, go beat Arsenal, please. We're gonna get there. That's actually on my agenda. Arsenal,
Yeah. Yeah.
beat
No,
them.
we are going to have that discussion.
Remember when Arsenal
Now,
told us that no players get, only two Madrid players get into their combined 11? Beat
like,
them.
bro,
Beat
like, it's
Madrid.
crazy, man. Like I thought United fan base were deluded, but man, I'm sorry, man. Arsenal fan, those guys they take the crown, man. I said when I saw those people that were making those rankings, and that guy said I would take Odegaard over Lampard. He said he would take Odegaard over Lampard.
Correct.
He would take Saka over Joko. He would take Ben White over Ivanovic. He would take Gabriel over Ricardo Cavallo. My God, I like Ben. This guy's man. I'm sorry. Just take it. You guys are just so delusional, man. Just leave it for them, man.
This is what
It's them.
happens when you try to defend your players too much. Like
God.
like the Rasmus thing. You can support Rasmus without sounding crazy. You can support
Yeah.
Arsenal without. Be honest. Are you gonna tell me Jesus gets ahead of Mbappe? No, stop being crazy. Are you
How?
gonna tell me Saka gets ahead of Rodrigo? Stop being crazy. Rodrigo's a better right winger. Are you
I
gonna
don't
tell
understand.
me who's the left? Martinelli gets in ahead of Vinny Jr. Stop being crazy. Your goalkeepers. Are you gonna
The-
tell me that Thibaut Courtois is not as good as Ryan?
Andrea.
Shut up. Are you gonna tell me that Rudiger doesn't get into a centre back? Shut up. You gonna tell me that
I know
Kamavinga doesn't get
Saliba
into your
and,
midfield or your centre
yo.
back positions? You like most of those guys have actually won the Champions League recently,
They've won Champions Leagues already. They've won it. They are used to it.
and they are outperforming
I
your
laughed.
players right now.
I laughed when I saw it. I said, no, that conversation, we'll have to we'll get into that conversation very
Don't
soon.
look at
Nah.
Atletico Madrid and think you can beat Madrid. Atletico Madrid is a good team.
Yeah.
They actually are
Yeah.
a good team. They compete with Real Madrid. It's not a small
Yeah,
boy
they
team.
compete. They compete. They
So
compete
don't
with
think
Madrid
they
and
will
Barcelona.
beat-
They compete.
These guys think they could have beaten Atletico Madrid. That's how bad it is, Temba. They think
Like it's crazy.
if they had
man.
gotten they are happy, in fact, that they got you because they feel like Atletico is a better team.
Okay.
And I'm
We
like, so
we're
you're
gonna
gonna
see.
beat Atletico?
Like me. I've seen past Arsenal already. Like I'm looking to the who I want to play in semi-final. Like I'm not look outside the team.
Look at
Vegeta,
Liverpool. Liverpool
There's
finished
been
top.
possibility.
They finished top of the table in the Champions League to get knocked
Yeah,
out by
where they-
PSG. Come on,
Yeah.
dude. Like, you need to stop. You know football heritage, Temba. Football heritage is when we beat City in the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
Because we just win. That's all
Yeah,
we do.
because
Even
and
when
I
I'm
said it,
bad,
I said-
all I do is win.
I was not scared to play Liverpool again in the Champions League because I know if I meet them again, I will beat them. Like I say, I'm not scared to meet Liverpool. I'm not scared to meet PSG. I know I will meet them. I'll beat them as long as it's the Champions League, even Barcelona as well. Champions League will get the job done. I don't care how they will do it, but they would get it done.
Arsenal players.
Then that's not talking about him.
Fans.
Vegeta, of late,
Mm.
they'll be talking about the possibility of Jadon Sancho returning to the club.
No.
Mr. Freedom Fighter.
No.
You know.
Apparently, a report also came out to nip that in the bud because Ineos are like they're not having it. So good for Ineos, first of all. Thank you, Ineos.
I just hope so. I
what
hope
is-
so
what-
because
What is Sarafina
all
going
it
to
will-
do at our club? To do what?
all it will take is for Chelsea to say no, we're not going to be keeping him. We are going to give you guys.
Yeah, but we have to accept
this much.
We have to accept that as well. I think that's what people
Oh,
forget.
really?
They can offer us the 10 million to take Sancho back, but you can't force us to take the 10 million because you signed a
Okay.
contract. So they would be in breach of contract. They signed a contract to say, and you know at the time we laughed at Omar Barada and these guys. Why would you sign a contract that says if they finish above 14th, he can go? The only thing Chelsea has to do is to negotiate a contract with Sancho. That's the only bottleneck. But the contract between Man United and Chelsea says they are going to buy him if they finish above 14th, which, come on, look at the league. They go to finish above 14th.
So what happens if Chelsea and Sancho now, because in this deal also Sancho also needs to just
They
be
must
ready
solve
to accept
it.
whatever.
They must solve it. They already signed a contract. Bruh, we can take Chelsea to court.
Yeah. Okay.
Technically, under the conditions, he's a Chelsea player. Because
Yeah.
they are above 14th.
Mhm.
Everybody agreed. The fact that Sancho went to them, he also agreed. He also agreeing to this thing. That's why he says freedom, right? He's
Yeah,
Mandela.
freedom fighter.
He's got 90
Yeah,
years or whatever,
Sarafina.
27 years of freedom. So they must solve it. The mother and the child must solve their problem. He's not our problem anymore. Chelsea said we will revive him. Revive him.
Whoever.
Chelsea said we
want to-
ruined Sancho. Why can't you
Yo.
fix him? Fix him.
It's crazy.
Todd
man.
Bowley, you like to spend billions. Buy him. He's 25. He's small. It's changed. Buy him. He's 25. I mean, if you're
Man.
gonna give us 10 million, just add 15 and then take your player. What are you doing? We don't want him.
Nah, like I'm here for all this, bro. Like we're here for it, man. We are here for it, man. Honestly, but we have to just wait and see what end up happening in that aspect, man.
But
But you surprised that Rashford got into the England squad?
yes. I mean, he's been good, but he's okay. He's been okay. I feel like
Mhm.
Thomas Tuchel also is falling into the traps of England managers and doing nonsense, you know. But we'll see, bro. Maybe he'll do better. I don't know. I don't care. I don't want England to win anything anyway. So
Because one thing is that for me, I honestly I think I'm not really surprised he gets into the team because first of all, Thomas Tuchel is a manager that I know as he has that love for what's his name for Rashford. He has always been a player by he likes. When he
mm,
was at PSG, PSG was Rashford was linked to PSG,
to
and that
PSG.
was basically Thomas Tuchel. And another thing I would say is this, man. The honest truth is that when you look at the wingers at England wingers right now, they've not been doing well. They've not even been doing well. The likes of
Who are
what's
their
his name,
left options? Who are their left wing options in England?
Anthony Gordon, Avi Barnes.
Okay. Okay.
Who else? So they've not really
Sancho
been
is also a
solid.
left winger.
Yeah, Sanchez is also not,
Yo,
and
England are
Saka does
actually
nothing.
in problems because even like your Palmers have not been good. They basically relying on your likes of your Judes who've actually been consistent in their England. England is just like Spurs and Arsenal. It's just the gift that keeps on giving. I love how England fails, bro. Because there's no England is so arrogant. They tell us they've got the best league. They tell us they want to just hire English people because English managers are better. So you know what? Onwards and upwards. Tuchel, do you, bro? You do you.
Mhm,
Your personal
mhm.
project, and may you fail gracefully, please.
No, no, I would love that, man, because hey, I don't think I want to see England win a competition because those guys, man, my God,
In fact,
oh,
when
they
Bafana
they play
wins,
competition,
hmm,
they play a competition, they get to those rounds of 16. All of a sudden, it's coming home.
it's coming
Football
home.
is coming, bro.
Temba,
Like I was happy.
Temba. Let me tell you
I
something.
was happy. Mhm.
When Bafana beats Lesotho and Benin and whoever else to get into the World Cup, we're gonna be there. I have faith in Bafana. Give me England,
Definitely, man.
please. Give them to me.
Definitely, man.
Give me England. That's how
I
much I
just want
don't fear them. Give me
the
England.
only thing I just want is this, man, Vegeta. I just want them to bring that guy in from that guy from Brazil. Just look for a way and make that guy be eligible to play for South Africa because you and I can agree that after watching that AFCON,
Yeah, we need
we
a
can agree
striker.
that the only thing that we actually lack at the moment
We need a
is a
striker.
clinical striker.
Ah,
A
bruh.
clinical striker.
We've been giving out green books for long, bruh. ANC must make a plan. I mean, look at these European countries. They see a player, they say, hey, but I don't play for Ghana. Can't play for
Come to
us.
your country. Come here.
Also, as we,
Like of Nico William.
yeah, also as we must call what's his name, Robinho, and say,
I
Chief.
think he, yeah, Ribeiro.
Yeah, just
Come, take it. Be represent us in the AFCON, represent us in the World Cup, and see the way we want to be. We will go far in the
yeah, bro.
if we're
What?
able to get a clinical striker like Peter Shawulile. But my favorite
Mm,
is this guy, Ribeiro, is my favorite. Peter Shawulile is also clinical. He knows how to position himself. You could actually say it's better than Rasmus,
bro,
you know. So that's the
position.
thing. Like everybody I mentioned are better than Rasmus, man. I don't know what anybody say.
Bro,
But the other truth
don't
is
make
that
people angry.
we need a clinical striker in this team. And that's the only thing that is only holding us back. Now, Vegeta, I want us to talk about who win the Ballon d'Or.
Mm,
Because before we get to the Arsenal stuff we want to talk about,
it's a bit tough, that one.
the Ballon d'Or, they were tell by there were conversations of what's his name? Mo Salah.
Yeah, they were giving it
But
to
that
Salah.
but right now that is looking like it's gradually, going down the line because it's not looking like it and it's not looking good. So who would you say are the top three? Because for me, my opinion, I don't think you want to put Vinny in that conversation,
No.
except they want to do it the way they did the way whereby they were supposed to give either Rodri or Alan. They gave it to Messi. Then they
Yeah.
give the one they're supposed to give to Vinny
Vinny to Rodri.
To Rodri.
Mm.
Except that's what they want to do. But at this point in time, I don't think he deserved to win it. Mbappe, as much as I've seen in his numbers, is good.
Mm.
But for me, I don't think
It's a it's a bit tough,
they are
Temba.
that conversation is a bit tough. So for me, the guys I would say like watching them,
Yeah.
and I can like beat my hand on the chest and say yes, if they give the guy the Ballon d'Or today, I don't think I'll be surprised.
There's one
And
player I
one of
think
them
deserves it, personally.
is Rafina. One is Rafina
I think it's
for me.
Lamal, bro. Like Lamille, as young as he
Ah,
is, right? Man won the Euros with Spain. Man is
mm,
carrying Barcelona with Rafinha to a degree. If he wins the
man.
Champions League and he wins the La Liga,
Mhm,
why not? I
mhm.
don't care that he's 17. Who
Yeah,
can catch him?
nobody cares as well. I don't care. But the thing is that Rafinha now has the numbers than him. Rafinha already at the
Bro,
Champions League has 11 goals in 10 games. He
I,
has the
I, I,
numbers
I hear you,
than
bro.
Yamal.
But if
So
if
that's the thing.
if they win, outside of that, he has more accolades than Rafinha, technically, because
Hmm.
Rafinha hasn't
Hmm.
won with his country. This guy has in like the last
Yeah,
year, right? They won the
yeah, yeah.
Euros with him,
And it was vital as
and it
well.
was
It was
vital to that.
vital.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
As much as this kid is 17, take him out of that pushka, whatever that young kid one is. This kid should be in the top 3 nominated people of this thing, in my opinion, Lamille,
Hmm.
because he puts to shame this whole hi, but he's young thing that people keep talking about. This kid is good enough to win the Ballon d'Or now at 17. Do you understand how
Yeah,
crazy that
true,
is?
true,
But at
true.
the same time, bro, it's hard because every person you want to bring up, people aren't performing. This season has been crap for all of us. Let's be honest, for
Hmm.
everybody involved, players, and that's why I'm like, you guys need to apologize to the legends of past because you disrespected them for no reason for these scrubs. Football has been so boring, Timber, that
Hmm.
I can't even be like, oh, Frank Ribery should win it.
Yeah.
I can't say that, bro. But if I had to choose, if people are gonna put a gun to my head, I'm saying Lamille, bro. And I've got reasons. If, like I said, if this kid, because he was vital to Barcelona, just like Rafinha,
Hmm.
he was vital to Spain. If they win the accolades, because the accolades are important, give it to
Hmm.
Lamille. Give it to Lamille. If somehow Madrid scumbags a UCL and a La Liga, give it to Carlo Ancelotti because wow, how? How?
I would give it to Valverde, man.
Yeah, give it to
I
a
would give
Madrid
it
player,
to
essentially is what I'm saying.
Federico Valverde. Valverde. That's what I will give it to in that my team. Federico Valverde. That is the only guy I will look at my team and say, yes, this guy deserves to win this Ballon d'Or because Mbappe, yes, he's getting the numbers here and there,
Because
and I give him
There's
that
no Premier
kudos.
League players right now who are doing it.
Hmm.
Bundesliga is if anything, let's
Yeah,
be honest, it's actually the Italian league and La Liga that's producing good
yeah.
performances this season.
So why do people make a case saying the Premiership is the best league in the world, the best league in the world?
I don't know, bro.
Like why?
United
Because
fan, bro. Look at what we talk about. Arsenal fan base, you said is delusional. United fan base, you've seen.
hmm,
Liverpool quadruple, you've seen them.
say
City said
quadruple.
they are the best team in Manchester. Where? With
Is
why?
that is that why you call Arsenal fan right now quadruple?
No, Arsenal is just Arsenal. G. Arsenal,
Arsenal, Liverpool.
Arsenal
I'm talking about
is the
Liverpool.
spicy Spurs. They think they are better because they've won the league, but they forgot it was 20 years ago. They've been
Bro,
flopping just like Spurs in recent history.
2005. My God, man, that was long, movie. You just stated the point right there, man. That was long.
It was a long time
That
ago.
was a long
Imagine if
time
Spurs
ago.
claims a title from 6 years ago. Are you guys? Come on.
That was long time ago. But I want to send you. I want to send a link to the chat. I want you to just see something because I was seeing. I could not believe. I think I said it to you, but I don't think you believe me. Whereby somebody was saying that he would take Varane over man like Vidic. I want
Huh?
to die. A United fan for that matter. Vegeta, a
Ran over
Manchester.
who?
Oh, I'm telling you, to God who made me, that guy is a Manchester United fan. Varane, I could not believe it when he said so. I was like,
Cheese sticks,
even me,
Varane.
bro, man takes Varane over. He said
They,
it.
they,
Varane all day. Like
bruh,
he said in his word, easy.
bruh.
It's easy.
There is Real
Varane,
Madrid
easy.
Varane, right? Who was
My
good
God,
for you guys.
I don't care. Even the Real Madrid
And
Varane
then
does
there's
not go
our
into that
Varane.
table over Vidic. I'm sorry,
But does it
it
even
does not.
is it even better than some of your guys' centre backs that you've had at Madrid?
My God, Varane. I could not believe what I was hearing. Varane over this guy. You get it? Let me just send. Do you get it? Let me send it here. I think I send message here. Yeah, I'm gonna send it
Where did
here
you send
on
it?
Ninja on Video Ninja. Check it out.
Okay.
Man, I was confused when the guy said easy. Like the part that pissed me over the fact that he said it's easy, easy Varane. I was like Varane easy. Then you want to make a case for Fletcher over Casemiro. You are flopping. You are taking a player like Varane over Vidic. Then you want to take Makekarik over Casemiro. I'm like, bro, man, nah, no, you are flip flopping now, man. Ah, come on, man. Did you get it?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it in actually.
Man. And even the Madrid fan that was even saying the same thing, I was looking at him, like, he's also talking rubbish as well. It's another stupid one. I am sorry because I would have never agreed to it. Even if I'm a Madrid, I would never agree to that blasphemy because that was basically what it is, blasphemy.
Okay.
My God. People never knew.
Ah! Flex! Not flex!
Bro, you can't believe it. You can't believe it, right?
Wait. I'm confused.
Man.
Flex! Flex deserves to eat the hot chip for that, bro. Vidic! Vidic, bro. Ow!
Oh God. I said, even me as a Madrid fan, I'm sorry, that is blasphemy. I will never agree to it. I'll tell you that. There's no way. There is no way I am picking Varane over
Varane wasn't
Vidic.
even better than Prime Chiellini and them men, bro. What are we talking about?
Bro, Varane over Vidic. Like, like Chiellini is a better defender than Varane. Bonucci
Is
was
it
better than
better?
Varane. What's this guy's name? Thomas Vermaelen that was playing for Arsenal is better. Kolo Toure better. Campbell better. John Terry, like even John Terry, disrespecting John Terry. William Gallas for Arsenal, Tottenham better. Then man says he will take Varane over
No, but I
Vidic.
understand. Flex loves Varane, bro. He loves.
Don't make it,
He
bro.
loves
Even they
Varane,
love
bro.
Varane.
He loves
Then
him.
you should sound stupid.
Yes, I mean you saw what happened with the Rasmus conversation. People say weird things.
Now, the same person that said he would take, first of all, he said he would take Ferdinand over
Over
Ramos.
Ramos.
Is that not madness? You will take Varane over Vidic. Then now you want to make a case for Poskos over Modric. And you want to make a case for Tony Kroos and Dehu. It was just, I was like, guys, you cannot do that, man. You
Because
cannot flop.
the Mo-
Ah, my
the
God.
Modric one is a bit tough though, because even Modric said he wouldn't take Modric. He said he'd take Scholes. even Modric
Bro,
said it.
bro, man. God.
Uh,
No, Flex. Flex mess. When I saw that, I was like, no, man, no, you really need to see this. This is an offense.
I'm
Like
gonna
you
I'm
said,
gonna
he
I'm gonna
deserves to
clip.
eat it. He has to eat the hot chip challenge, man.
I
I
think
don't
I think
just know how.
I think I need to clip myself up because even I didn't expect to see that reaction for myself. Yay! Flex! Yay! That's going into my YouTube shorts. That one, yo. Nah. But you know what,
Yeah,
Temba, we've been here for almost 2 hours. Almost.
clip,
Let's talk
clip it up.
let's talk about tomorrow's
Yeah.
game quickly and then we will.
No, before you talk about you want to talk about the Champions League first, the Madrid
Oh yeah, Madrid
and
and Arsenal.
Arsenal. No, I go first. First of all, Drex and then were telling me about if some Arsenal win that game, I should just
Go into hiding.
close my channel.
Yeah, just go
I
into
should just
hiding.
close my channel and
Go
don't
into
stream
hiding.
because they will be there. I'm like, bro, if it happens, Don Carlos himself knows that. As he as he's out, him himself is handling his regulation. Even the players will not allow it happen. Even though I don't have a manager, I don't have a coach. There's no way those players will look at Arsenal, come and qualify. I don't care.
The
Why
Madrid
I'm
fans
doing
will coach you
it,
guys, bro. Madrid fans don't take nonsense.
bro.
Arsenal fans
My
are so used to saying next season. The Madrid fans don't do next season. They want it now.
my God,
Now.
man, you are
Now.
gone, man. You will not do it. You are gone. Like Madrid have sacked manager that came into the team. Fabio Capello came in, won La Liga back to back. They fired him, bro. We want the Champions League. We fired him.
Bro, do you know what's the craziest thing I've
Then,
heard, Temba?
yeah,
That Arsenal would have clean sheets over both legs. So allegedly, Mbappe,
imagine,
Rodrigo, and
imagine,
Vini are scoring no goals over two
imagine.
legs.
I don't understand. Wait, Vegeta, do you think these fans that support Arsenal right now, do you think it's the same fan that was supporting the club when they had Robert Pires, Fabregas, Thierry, or you think it's a new generation fans? Because the way they talk and flip flop, they don't make any sense to me at all.
I mean,
At
most of
all.
them are pretty old, so I would say
No, man.
yes, which is actually crazier. But you know what? Again, football heritage. These people don't know what European success is. That's why they look at Chelsea winning the Champions League and they think it's a small thing. I'm like, guys, Chelsea's got 2 Champions Leagues. Technically, they're the bigger club in London. You guys can't talk
Yeah.
to Chelsea. Like, you need to stop saying, yeah, we've got 14 or whatever FA Cups.
Premiership.
We got the
They've-
gold one.
they've won-
We got the gold
They've
one.
won the Premiership.
Bro,
They've
bro,
won
bro,
it.
bro.
Like Arsenal have won Premiership. Chelsea have won Premiership.
They've got
Arsenal, Chelsea won
Prem-
recent Premiership than Arsenal.
bro, they've got 2
But
European
that badge
championships, bro.
of having that Champions League on your jersey is not there because you have not won the Champions League. Chelsea have won the Champions League. They've won the Club World Cup,
They've won
which
Europa
is why
League.
they always
Temba.
have that emblem.
They've won
emblem here.
Europa League, bro. Do you understand? If they win the Conference League, they've won everything that can be won
That
from
would
a
be
Europe,
that would be history. That would
from
be
a
history.
Euro perspective.
Just like the way Jose Mourinho have that record now as
Yes.
the only manager
To
to
win
win
all of
every
them.
cup in Europe. Chelsea will have that record as well.
So Arsenal,
Pedro that played for Arsenal is the one that have also won everything. Now, if Chelsea wins the Conference League, yes, it's Conference League, but they've won.
they've
every
completed
cup in
Europe, bro.
They've completed Europe.
Like they would have to
So-
create another competition for Chelsea to compete in.
Yeah,
So
to
that's why I'm
compete
like, also, that's why I'm saying, these are the people that Temba, you still want to deal with them. Don't worry. When the build up happens,
and that is why Chelsea are playing in the Club World Cup.
and not Arsenal.
Man United are not playing there. Arsenal are not playing there.
Because we haven't won recently, bro.
Only Chelsea was selected in a season whereby they were rubbish.
Pirates is going there. I'm
You know-
so sad, bro. Chiefs, bro. Why?
Bro.
Why Chiefs, bro? Why? You know, I had a Pirates fan telling me about Club World Cup. I couldn't even talk, bro. Ah. I'm losing. Manchester United, not in the Club World Cup. Kaiser Chiefs, not in the
Martin is
Club World
losing.
Cup.
Bro,
I
like
did not miss
you were
you too.
losing games to second. Was it Richards Bay? I could not
Yeah,
believe Richards
bro.
Bay beat you guys.
This
You lost to Richards Bay that same day. Another Pirates is
beat
smashing
Sundowns.
Mamelodi Sundowns. Eh? Like how bad can it be with this ever you just support
My
two
brother.
teams that have been like they say, oh man, we're
I
going to break
swear,
your heart.
bro. If
Eh?
if Paris wins another Champions League, oh my goodness, I might have to retire being a Chiefs fan. We have Sundowns won CAF before us,
Oh
and we were
man.
this close, bro, to winning that thing. And then they put the other guy in charge who lost it for us. Oh, Chiefs, bro. They should have kept the guy who got to the final. They pulled the Spurs. The guy who got to the final got fired.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
And then we got Ten Hag also doing things. This club, bro. These clubs are gonna kill me, bro. And also for the Springboks. Thank God for the Springboks, bro. Damn.
Oh no, it's only Springboks that are actually keeping our brain insane, man.
Because
Only
cricket
them,
we're
honestly.
losing. Bafana, I'm praying. Which let's speak about Bafana tomorrow. We are playing Lesotho. We're gonna stream that, people. So please subscribe to
Yeah,
the Football Fan Zone. Subscribe to Hala Madrid. Subscribe to the Halftime with Vegeta. Because we are streaming tomorrow. We're gonna be here.
yeah. Do
I hope we score goals,
watch
bro.
along.
Because we can't be dilly dallying with Lesotho tomorrow. They can't be 2-0. No, I wanna see 4-0. I need to see 4 goals from Bafana tomorrow.
Guys, it's Lesotho. Because sometimes that games whereby I expect us to just go there and just
That's
smash
the
these
problem.
teams.
And then we do nonsense, Temba. I don't want to have
Honestly,
heart attacks on stream tomorrow. Tomorrow, and I think we're the home team, if I'm not mistaken. We must
yeah, I want to even check it now, sir. I want to check the players I was called into the
the squad.
team.
And
Yeah,
you
the
know
squad.
they released it on Twitter. I forgot to bring it up recently.
Mm. But
But
honestly, man, that game is a game whereby it's Lesotho we smash them because this was the same thing. Because sometimes with South Africa, with Bafana, you never know what you could get. Because there was a game I played, I watched in the what's it called? I went to go and watch it actually
mm,
against Eswatini,
mm.
and I was like, no man, we are going to smash these guys.
Oh
My
my
God,
soul. Benin is winning. I can't believe this, bro.
it was
How
zero
are they
zero.
throwing? Oh, they drew. Thank God.
It was
Oh,
0-0. How like how are we playing Eswatini and we are playing 0-0 against Eswatini?
bro.
I
Benin
was
drew
I
to
was so
win. Thank
pissed.
God.
Yeah, they do with Zimbabwe. That's
Which tells me next week Tuesday we're beating them. So basically, this group is us and Rwanda. Everybody else must just relax.
even I thought Nigeria was in our group as well.
They are. They're fifth.
Yeah. Oh, they are fifth. Yeah. Oh, they
Lesotho's
are
above
fifth. Yeah.
Nigeria. Temba, that's tough. That's tough. Lesotho's above
Please,
Nigeria. Nah, that's tough.
bro, man, I don't care as long as we get our own job done because uh tomorrow against Lesotho, man, I expect nothing less than a win.
Why can't I get
You
this
know,
thing?
we'll
I've
get a
got.
win in that match. We'll go on top of the league because the only person that is actually dealing or that is in the same pressure with us, it's what's it called?
It's Rwanda.
Rwanda. And for me, I don't know what has happened to Rwanda. All of a sudden, Rwanda that used to be crap, whereby I'm sure we'll go there, smash them 4-5.
No,
All of a
it's
sudden,
a
I'm
revival just
becoming.
like us, bro.
I don't understand. So that tomorrow game is going to be vital because I want us to beat Lesotho.
I'm telling you,
We
see, if
have to.
we beat Lesotho, and I was saying to my friends, if we beat Benin, because Benin was also level on points with us, then 6 points, we've done our job, bro. There's no way, even Rwanda, if Rwanda
Mhm.
doesn't win both games like us, then they must leave us. We gonna. But I trust our coach. That's the one thing. The thing that gives me
We'll go
hope is the
boss.
coach, because
Yeah,
he
we'll go
did the
boss.
sensible thing. Choose players one who play with each other and in a good team. I'm not upset that most of them are Sundowns and Paris players. They are the two biggest clubs right now.
Yeah,
Chemistry is
it's doing well.
important, right?
Very well.
And you don't have
Very.
time in international football for chemistry. So the ones who are good playing together, put them together. Let them go do the thing they do for their teams for the national team. Go let them
Honestly,
flourish.
it's a fact. It's a fact. I don't like you. Like you are stating the fact because, and when you look at the Afcon, the reason why we played so well and we went as far as we went was the fact that we 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 had a team that had the chemistry. Just that when it comes to that final part, where it is about getting the goals. We never had a clinical top striker because Makopa is not even starting for Orlando Pirates.
Mm.
He's not starting. So we don't really have that. And me, I never even knew Peter Shabolile was actually not even in South Africa. I never knew he was. So then I know, oh, he was actually in Namibian. Because I was like, no, man.
Namibia
With,
is South
with,
Africa adjacent, man. Get that guy a
with,
passport.
I was like, with Peter Shabolile up front, guys, man, we are going to go far in this competition. I never knew that, bro, is not even
No, man, we
anywhere
must just go talk to
near.
Namibia and give them like a light 10 million rand or something, just like,
Not
guys.
not just Namibia, not just Namibia, and that like they should do everything they can. If it's possible, offer him PR, offer the guy citizenship, offer this guy what is it, Roberto, offer him
Yeah, bro. We
citizenship.
have
Like,
two
bro,
good
this
strikers.
is ID. This is your ID. Yeah, coming to the national team and get a job done for us. And I believe
But
we
we
will
will
do
be
it.
there tomorrow. Don't worry, Temba. We will be there. It will be fun.
Nah, I believe
But
we'll get it. We'll
guys,
get it. We'll get the game done. We'll get the game done.
I
We'll
am
get the
not
game done.
Botswana puppy. I'm
Honestly.
not going to be here for 10 hours. I can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I still have
bro.
to work
Fact.
tomorrow, unfortunately, even though it's a holiday in South Africa. I have to work.
Man.
So,
A long Friday, long weekend.
yeah, I'm only off on Monday, funny enough. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
We'll be here for it, man.
who knows? If I've got
Here for it, man.
money, I might go buy some meat to braai while I'm working. I think that'll be good.
That'll be nice, eh? That'll be nice. You have a nice life problem, bro. I don't bride. Oh, last time I won't bride. But last time I went to
Hey,
the
brother.
farm. I went to the farm actually.
Hey, brother. Me, I love
Kiddish.
braais. I make a plan. Even when I was there on my balcony, I make a plan. But anyway, people, if you're still here at this stage and you're just watching, you're not commenting, Football Power Hours live now. I'm gonna go see what he's saying. It's been the
Mm-hmm.
Vegeta and Banks Show, guys. Please support my brother over here. He's got 2 channels. One is on the road to 500, guys. Please, Ala Madrid, go over there, subscribe. And if you are new here, guys, come on, get me back to 100, man. What happened to the other 10
Please,
people?
man. I don't understand, man. This guy's called YouTube, man. Just so wicked, man. Sometimes you come, they've done it to me as well, of recent. I was on 380. I woke up to 349 two
Yes,
days ago.
guys.
I was like, what is happening, man? And
Support
your
us,
own,
man.
I was sure, I was there. Twice we've done it.
We
We've gone
went
to
we
100,
went to 100 twice and it went back.
100 twice. Went back to, please, now it's just 10.
Yeah.
More 10 subscribers, guys.
But hey,
So,
it is what it is, guys. Hey, we are back, guys, and I promise you see this time I've had time to think about it. I'm not fighting with United fans anymore. So next week, guys, we'll be back. We'll discuss international football. We'll do the Vegeta and Bank show, and then we'll do a preview because I know that the international break will be over, so the teams will be back. We'll do a preview. We'll talk about the upcoming games, and yeah, we'll see, man. It is what it is. Cheers, people.
yeah, big up to everybody, man. Cheers. Big up to everybody. And big up to